I tested the two most popular gaming chairs under $1,000. The new and viral Libernovo Omni versus Secretlab's iconic Titan EVO. But after 60 days of rigorous sitting, I've decided I will only be keeping one of them. However, two types of people would definitely prefer the other, and one of these has a major flaw that shows up after hour 3. Let's find out which one's the better choice for you, starting with what we can actually see. Because if you're dropping $600 to $900 on a gaming chair, it better look good in your setup. And I've got to give credit where it's due. The Secretlab Titan EVO is an iconic looking chair. It's got that instantly recognizable gaming aesthetic that just looks great on camera, which is why so many streamers and content creators seem to have one. They offer tons of color options, gaming franchise collaborations, special editions, all that stuff. Personally, I love that the flagship Titan line has a T embroidered on it, which just so happens to match my initial, T for Tyler. You can even refresh the look with chair skins or swap out the cloud swap armrests for different colors. For pure gaming aesthetics, Secretlab absolutely nails it, but it's not the best option for a professional workspace. Like, if you're on a Zoom call with your lawyer and he's sitting in a Secretlab chair, get a new lawyer or you're gonna go to jail. But the Libernovo Omni has a very different vibe. It's got this sleek, modern, high-tech look with moving electronic components and a literal piston in the back that reminds me of something from Cyberpunk. But since it just launched, it only comes in two colors right now, space gray and midnight black. These options are fine if you're looking for a more professional, office-friendly aesthetic, but they're definitely not as visually exciting in the game room as a Secretlab chair. So for gaming, Secretlab takes the win on visual aesthetics. It's an iconic look, they've earned it. Speaking of earning it, this video is not sponsored by either brand, but I always drop discount links down in the description that I keep updated with the best deals on the internet. So if my comparison helps you make your decision, consider using them to support the channel at no extra cost to you. I always appreciate it, but do whatever you're comfortable with. Speaking of comfort, you're gonna be sitting in this thing for hours at a time, so you need to get this right. The Secretlab Titan EVO has a pretty firm seat, like really firm. Think school bus seats. It's probably the top complaint I've seen about the chair in my comments on my full Secretlab review. And look, chairs are like mattresses. If you prefer a firm seat, you might actually like that. For me personally, after about 3 hours of gaming in my Secretlab, my legs start to fall asleep. So it might look great for an hour or two on stream, but the seat just doesn't have enough give to make long gaming sessions comfortable. Now, the recline is actually solid. The recline lever itself is a bit janky, but the chair does go back to a nearly flat 165 degrees, which is fantastic. The magnetic memory foam head pillow is probably my favorite feature. It's pleasantly squishy and just a cool concept to me, but there is a problem. It doesn't quite support your neck right while reclining. With or without the pillow, my neck tends to crane forward on Secretlab versus Libernovo, which did a better job of supporting my neck and body. Libernovo's foam cushions are way softer without feeling cheap or unsupportive, and they'll be much more comfortable for most people. Now, I'm not sure just how well these cushions will hold up over time, but more on that later. The Libernovo Omni reclines to 160 degrees, also nearly flat, and with the optional footrest, it's legitimately comfortable enough to sleep in. It also has this electronic back massage feature, which is basically a gentle spinal stretch. Is it kind of nice? Sure. Is it gimmicky? Absolutely. In my opinion, it's not the reason to buy this chair. But here's what is. The headrest. This is hands down the best integrated headrest I've seen on any chair. It's fully adjustable, up, down, forward, back, different angles, and it actually holds its position. Whether I'm sitting upright at my desk, slightly reclined playing on console, or fully laid back with a switch, my neck is always perfectly supported, never craning forward or causing me to develop tech neck over time. When it comes to comfort, especially during those long 8-hour gaming sessions, Libernovo is the clear choice unless you genuinely prefer something super firm and don't mind a little neck strain. But neck strain is just one ergonomic factor to consider, because you're gonna spend like, what, a third of your life in this chair? So you don't want it to be slowly degrading your spinal column. And this is where things start to get rough for Secretlab chairs like my Titan EVO. Because the fact is, traditional racer style chairs were never designed to be ergonomic. And I'm not even taking a shot at Secretlab here. All of these bucket seat chairs were designed to look like racing seats, a design that only really makes sense for professional race car drivers taking on lateral G-force, not to cradle your chubby ass while you play World of Warcraft. Look, no matter what I say in a video, a few people in the comments will always disagree, but I think this is the one thing we can all agree on. Let me know if I'm wrong, because the backs of Secretlab's chairs are flat, like really flat. It basically does nothing to support your lumbar curve unless you're actively slouching into it. Like all brands, they try to make it sound super ergonomic and cutting edge with terms like their 4-way L-Adapt lumbar system, but any way they market it, it still just feels like adjusting a brick wall. There's no real spinal contouring happening here. For 8-hour work sessions and late night gaming, my posture definitely suffered, and I constantly catch myself slouching just to feel any support. And those racer style seat bolsters, they're not helping either, because again, the whole concept of racing seats is to restrict movements. So those bolsters just wind up digging into your sides, especially if you're on the bigger side. Unless you're physically drifting around corners, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Certainly not at the cost of your long-term spine health. The Libernovo Omni is not a racing style chair, so it takes a completely different approach. Their whole marketing shtick is this motorized lumbar support. You hold a button, it adjusts up and down. Unique and convenient? Sure. Revolutionary? Not really. But here's what does matter. The dynamic adjustment of the back actually contours to your spine instead of forcing you to conform to it. This tends to work well for people as long as they're not too tall. So as that electronic piston adjusts, the lower back contours forward while the upper back moves backward. And taller people sometimes find that ratio doesn't always work for their proportions. Generally, people under 6'2" tend to like it, and people taller than that start to have issues. But for most people, this is objectively so much better for your posture than a flat-backed gaming chair. The armrests also make a huge difference here. Both chairs offer highly adjustable 4D armrests that adjust smoothly in every direction. In, out, up, down, forward, back, and even pivoting. Secretlab's armrests feel slightly sturdier to me, while Libernovo's armrests offer a superior range for adjustability. But the main differentiator for the armrests? When you recline, Libernovo's armrests actually slide backward with you in this synchronized movement. So your arms are always supported properly, whether you're typing at your desk or leaning back to game. It's a pretty cool and unique feature for sure, but the real reason Libernovo takes the win on ergonomics is still their vastly superior support for long-term spine health and reduced neck strain. Traditional gaming chairs like Secretlab's just weren't built with your back in mind. But ergonomics aside, these are both two of the most popular gaming chairs under $1,000. Yet, most users agree that one of these chairs is clearly the better value of the two. So in just a minute, I'll show you which one I'm returning, even though it might actually be the better option for some people. When it comes to price, the Secretlab Titan EVO is the cheaper of the two, starting at around $550 to $670, depending on size and material, versus Libernovo Omni, which costs a few $100 more. Neither chair is super cheap, so I'll drop some links down below that I'll keep updated with the best price available, just in case that helps you save some money. But here's the thing about Secretlab chairs that nobody really talks about. While I was shopping around for mine, I noticed something interesting on Facebook Marketplace. There were a lot of these chairs for sale used, and many of them, only a year or two old, were already peeling, fading, or being held together with duct tape. Now, I'm not saying this will happen to yours, but it's worth knowing that they don't seem to hold up super well over time. Secretlab offers a 3-year warranty on their Titan EVO chairs, which they'll extend to 5 years if you post a photo of your chair to social media with their hashtags. I'm gonna be honest, that actually bothers me a lot. I shouldn't have to spam my friends for you to honor a very basic warranty period, but whatever. The Libernovo Omni is more expensive upfront, just under $900 at the time I'm making this video. And as for durability on this one, well, nobody really knows yet, but it does include a 5-year warranty on the frame and a 2-year warranty on the electronics. Personally, I think this could be more generous, but it does technically beat Secretlab's warranty since you don't have to jump through any hoops for it. The risk with Libernovo is, since it's a brand new company, nobody really knows how these chairs will hold up long term yet. But for what it's worth, if this chair starts falling apart on me in a few months, I will absolutely update you in the description below. For now, here's what most people do agree on. With Libernovo, you're getting something that most brands would probably charge close to $2,000 for under $1,000. The comfort is better, the ergonomics are better, the features are better. Secretlab is cheaper, but most of that money seems to go toward its aesthetic design, not longevity, and definitely not ergonomics. For value, I've got to give it to Libernovo. This is a top-tier chair at a mid-tier price. So, my final verdict after 60 days of rigorous sitting, the Libernovo Omni wins 3-1. That means the chair I'm keeping is the Libernovo, and the Secretlab is living on a farm somewhere. I already sold it. But if testing all the most popular gaming chairs has taught me anything, it's that there's no one chair that is perfect for everyone. And I actually think that there are two very specific use cases where Secretlab might be the better pick. First, if you're a professional streamer or content creator who wants that iconic gaming aesthetic on camera, the Secretlab makes more sense. It looks fun, it's instantly recognizable, and honestly, that visual appeal is worth something. Second, if you're over 6'2" and need more seat depth, the Secretlab might be the better fit, specifically their XL model. Libernovo's 48cm seat pan can feel cramped for taller folks, especially guys with longer femurs, and apparently that's a legitimate deal breaker for some extra tall people. For everyone else though, Libernovo is the clear winner. The consensus seems to be that it's more comfortable, it's better for your spine and posture, and you're getting a $2,000 chair experience for under $1,000. And if you want to grab either of these chairs, I'll drop links down in the description that I'll keep updated with the best deals on the internet, and using those links helps support the channel at no extra cost to you, which I always appreciate. And like I said, if the Libernovo starts falling apart on me after a few months, you know damn well I'll update you about that down in the description as well. But if you're still on the fence and want to learn more about either chair, I've got full individual reviews you can check out right here, and let me know in the comments which chair you decide to go with, Libernovo or Secretlab.